Welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler, and today we're going to be doing a knife sale. We're going to be doing showing off a Hinderer with some mods that I've done to it, and we're going to be giving the giveaway results of the Christmas giveaway that I was supposed to post yesterday, but you know, life happens. So stick around for the giveaway results. I'm also going to be showing the Hinderer that I've modded. I might be entering that into Metal Complex's modding thing, and if I do happen to win by freaking chance, the knife that I win from him will end up getting given away to you guys. Just throwing that out there. I'm not going to keep the knife that I get from him. I'll do a review on it, maybe do some stuff with it, but it will eventually end up in a giveaway if I do win that knife. Anytime I win something, I try to give it away back to you guys. So, without further ado, basically the first part of this is the knife sale, right? I'm going to be giving this to you guys at a discounted rate, but the caveat to that is I'm not done with all of these. Basically, it's going to be anywhere from 3 weeks to a month, maybe plus or minus a week there, that I'll be done with these knives, aka the review or anything else that I want to do with them. So, if you want to get in on it, I would say get in on it now. First come, first serve. It'll be Instagram. My Instagram will come up here. Everyday EDC77. And then, or you can message me at Gmail. So it'll be tholler7777@gmail.com. First come, first serve, and if it comes time that I need, that these haven't sold, that knife will be excluded from this sale, and I will be posting it up on Reddit for the price that I would normally sell it for. Unfortunately for you guys, I don't really have a timeline for when that's going to happen, so this is kind of like a, I'm not saying rush, but if you want to get a decent deal on it, here you go. Last, the Patreon members will also get a 15% discount on anything they purchase here. Without further ado, let's get into this. First on the list is my Mallory Phorus. Absolutely love this knife. As you can see, it's a little dirty, and any knives that are messed up, not messed up, but dirty, I'll clean up before I sell. A lot of these have been used pretty thoroughly. Not pretty thoroughly. The Phorus has been used quite a bit. The Umnuzaan I've used quite a bit, and the Slim I used quite a bit. Everything else has just been used for review purposes. I did use the Legatus quite a bit too. None of them have a secondary edge on them. I've never sharpened any of these knives. They all still have a factory edge. So, the Mallory Phorus, this will come in at 120 bucks for you guys. If you guys want it, 120 bucks. Next is the Civivi Relic. This is a pretty sweet knife. I actually kind of like this more than the Cogent for some reason. But, this is coming in at 35 bucks. The Hogue K320. This knife you guys can pick up for $80. I have to keep checking my list because they're not in order from what I did. This is the CJRB Scoria. This knife is going for 45 bucks on here. The Artisan Cutlery Sirius. Where did I have this? I have this listed for 110. All right. Next, we have the Arsenal. The Arsenal I'm going to be listing for 180. I think it originally was 260. So, yeah, this is going for 180. My Hinderer Jurassic. This is one of the rare birds in here. It's hard to find one of these. It just doesn't fit my hand well enough. I wanted it to complete a Hinderer lineup, and it just, I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy the XM18 or the Eclipse, so that's why this is on the list. That's going for $375. The Umnuzaan, another relatively rare bird, this is going for $375 as well. I just don't use it enough. Some of these are painful, but basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get ready for 2022. I got a car to buy. I got to get caught up with all the new stuff coming out, so this is kind of where these funds are going, these funds. The QSP Legatus. I love this knife. This made it to the list because I just have so much stuff. It's one of those knives that, honestly, if this one doesn't sell, this will probably be my least painful one that doesn't sell. But the QSP Legatus, which I didn't even write a price for, this was originally coming in at I think $260. I will let this go for $180. I'll put all the prices up here after I'm done talking for the transition here. This is the Spartan Aster. So this one's unique. I just got this in. This is in CTX XHP This is a G10 carbon fiber mix right here. This is actually a pretty cool knife. I believe this is writing on phosphor bronze or Teflon. I can't tell, but it's definitely not bearings. But it's a pretty sweet knife. It has really good ergonomics. It's a Les George design. Like that one quite a bit. All right, next we have the Berg Blade Slim. Now this one pains me to sell, but since I got the f5.5 and the EMP EDC Thick Boy, this isn't gonna see any pocket time. Those two knives are kind of that niche filling there. The Berg Blade Slim I'm gonna sell for $200 to you guys. Now again, these prices I think are fairly good if you were to look them up on Reddit. Some of them are comparable, some of them are much less. So, and then last but not least, we have this monster who is really, really fun, and I've had it for quite some time because I didn't want to get rid of it, but it's a large and in charge, just kind of like, it's like a Thick Boy, but Artisan's Cutlery's version of a Thick Boy, I guess you could say. I guess just only in the blade shape. But this is the Artisan Cutlery Ravine. I'm gonna let this go for 80 bucks. All right, so I'm gonna leave on the screen my email address and the Instagram if you guys want to reach out there. So I'm also going to post right here, if I haven't already, all the prices for all of these knives. And yeah, so I'm going to do a cutaway. We're going to go and I'm going to show you guys the Hinderer that I modded, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is the giveaway results. All right, guys, remember that it's going to be a first come, first serve with these. And if it comes time that I'm ready to sell this before they've sold, they go back to the original price and they will be only available on Reddit. I'm not gonna, if it's on Reddit or if I've already posted it on Reddit, I'll let you guys know. That's why I'm saying it's a first come, first serve. I don't anticipate all of these knives selling, but if you want to get in on this, I would highly suggest you do so quick, because I'm not going to play favorites or anything with that. It's simply first come, first serve at the price I listed. All right, on to the Hinderer. I'm gonna add one more to this list, guys. Sorry about that. This is the A. Purvis Primordial. This is a pretty sweet knife. I actually really like this. I feel like there's so much blade to handle length, it's almost too much because I don't have the grip that I want on it. But this is a pretty cool knife. This is a titanium bolster with a carbon fiber kind of handle pommel area right here. Titanium pocket clip. Very cool knife. I will be doing a review on this knife as well as all the others, but this one I'm going to be letting go for 150. So this is my Hinderer XM18 Skinny Sheep's Foot. I've been modding the crap out of this lately, and I've had a lot of fun doing so. So I want to kind of go over what I did. This is what I probably will be entering into Metal Complex's modding competition. And like I said, if I happen to win, which I doubt that I will, but if I happen to win, I will be giving that knife that I win back to you guys. Just throwing that out there. So this has some aftermarket hardware. This has a skinny titanium scale that I bought from Super Steel Steve. He gave an awesome deal. And I'm gonna show you guys what this knife looked like with that scale right here. It did have the brass, right? So I removed the color of the brass, and then I added this blackened color and kind of sanded it down. I got the idea off this one dude on Reddit, and it worked out really, really well. So I continued the process, and I removed the ano from the backside, made it a little bit darker, and then I took and I blackened both the pocket clip and the, what is that? The pocket clip cover plate, right? So that was cool. And then I didn't stop there. As you can see, I have some work to do right here and right here. I played it extra safe with the acid etching, and it left a little bit right there and right there that I gotta still knock out. But what I ended up doing was I acid etched this blade, and then I sanded it back down, and then I tumbled it, and I was just trying to make it match like the overall kind of like dark earthy theme. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out, which I totally forgot when I first got it. I also deleted the pocket or the flipper tab, so that's a thing too. But this is my baby. This will never leave. And I haven't even put an edge on it after acid etching it, and I just absolutely love it. It is just amazing. So this was a really fun knife to mod. It was kind of scary because it's a Hinderer and you're like, oh shit, right? But that's my Hinderer XM18 Skinny Sheep's Foot. Thought you guys would enjoy a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of change up here, what I've been doing in my spare time. This, honestly, I was gonna make a video yesterday, and I just got so heavy into modding this that I pretty much spent all day yesterday working on this rather than making a video. Priorities, right? But all in all, love this freaking knife. You guys probably will see it if he chooses to put it on the channel. And yeah, so this will be entered in as soon as I can fix those spots. I might actually just douse the blade in freaking enamel and then just get that one little spot that I want to get right there. I might just do that just to do it, because I've been trying to spot it with just a little bit of ferric acid and it's not taking, so I'm gonna have to do something else. And I think what that other thing that I'm gonna have to do is literally paint the whole blade but that one spot and submerge it. So, all right, so for the giveaway, guys, it was kind of funny. I did a pre-screen recorded situation where I ended up I did a random comment picker. And what I ended up doing was I rolled it, I got one person, I rolled it again, I got another, and then I rolled it the next 2 times, and the same 2 people that won the first 2 times won again. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna give away 2 knives to one person when I could give away 3 knives to 3 different people, right? I should have clarified that in the results. You can only win once, but you still won. It's not like I'm taking away a win, I'm just not letting you win 2. But you can win one of these 3 knives. This is the Shieldon Knives Boa, the Shieldon Knives Bulbasaur, and the Shieldon Knives Relicanth. For some reason, everybody's loving this Boa. I still don't like the Boa. It's a fine knife. It works just great, but it's not my style. It's kind of boring. The Bulbasaur actually feels really good in hand. They should have made that a full finger choil right there, but they didn't. But it feels really good in hand. And this blade is just wicked slicey. It's a really, really useful blade. But another thing is people are hating on this knife. This is the Relicanth. Now, I've been using this. I've been using all 3 of these to break down Christmas boxes to kind of get a feel for them, right? I did this whole Christmas box thing where I literally used like every knife in my collection, which is a lot, to see which one cuts the best. And I'm not gonna make that video, but I can tell you this. The Relicanth actually, it went into sliciness and ergonomics. The Relicanth, in my opinion, worked great. The Bulbasaur worked really well, almost as good as the Relicanth, but I enjoyed cutting with the Relicanth more. So I don't know what people are talking about, is this thing's like a gas station knife or whatever. It's not. And what I can tell you about Shieldon knives up to this point is I was so skeptical. I questioned everything in the beginning. I gave all of these HRC tests, and they all passed the HRC test fairly well for the steel that's being used. It ranged from 57 all the way up to 59.5. The 57 and a half, I think I shot 3 times, and it came in between 57.5 and 58.5. I don't remember what steel that was. I have the notes somewhere. But the long story short is I've disassembled these multiple times, and I can honestly say they're doing a really good job. I don't necessarily like most of their designs. This design is by far and large my favorite, and I actually wanted to keep it. Like, it pains me to give away, but you know, if you love it, let it go, right? So these are the 3. The next we're gonna show the winners, and you get to choose from these 3. That'll also be a first come, first serve. So using the email that you saw earlier in the video, or the Instagram that you saw earlier in the video, let me know which one of these that you would prefer, and then we'll get those out to you when these are done. I got a review to do on these, and then I will send these out. All right, guys, on for the giveaway. So the first winner is Grumpy Grunt, and the third winner, full disclosure, which sorry, you don't win twice, but Grumpy Grunt, you are the first winner. You get to choose one of the 3 Shieldon knives. It'll be first come, first serve. The second winner is Kelly O'Neill. You also get to choose one of the 3 knives. First come, first serve. Now these next 2 are Grumpy Grunt and Kelly O'Neill, which I found hilarious, but is what it is. Sorry, guys. I didn't disclose that. That's my fault, but... All right, and then the third winner is Mr. David Iverson. All right, you 3, congrats. Hit me up on Instagram, leave a comment below, or send me an email with which one you would like. It'll be first come, first serve. Other than that, you guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great freaking day. Thanks for watching, guys.